Alright everyone, hi. What you can see here are some pony beads, and that's for the Australian ladies. This is what the package looked like. Oh, that was for this colour, the brights. And the other one came in a packet like this, and they were called pearlescent pony beads, and they are these ones here. Now what I used here, see how easy they come off. These have already been cooked, well, melted. And this paper is baking paper, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. Alright, now that's what the base looks like, flat as a tack, and that is the top. Awesome. Now I wish I had something to show you. I'll actually get my wallet and show you how big they are compared to a coin. Alright, can't use this paper again. So all I do is I take this Glad bake and cooking paper, okay. I take a baking tray. This is just a flat one. Lay that down. Now I have used, and I'll show you that in a minute when they're done, but I have used my non-stick craft mat. And all we do, now see the problem with this one is that it's that light that it probably needs those stones, you know, the ones you put in your dishes when you're making a pie, like baking the case, the pie base. They would probably help, one on each corner here. But all I'm doing, which is what you can't see at the moment, sorry, you're in my kitchen, you'll see in a minute. Let me go over here. So all I'm doing is just laying them down so that the circle part is sitting on the base of the tray, like the hole. So I'm just positioning them down there like that. Now, I put my oven, like for the Australian ladies, and the UK if they use the metric, on 200 degrees Celsius. Mine's a fan forced oven, so I don't know whether those that are non-fan forced, the conventional ovens, whether you need to increase the heat or not. And I think between 20 and 25 minutes they'll be done. I haven't tried more time. Well, I've tried 25 minutes and they seem fine. I haven't tried less time. I'm thinking the less time, the less flatter they're going to be. Now you need these spaced so that when they melt to their flatness, that they're not going to fuse together. So there they are there. Now I'm just going to check the oven because I've got a lot in the oven. And they look like they may be done. So they've currently been in for 23 minutes. So I think I should take them out. But I want to quickly do this tray so I can then put this one in once I take the other one out. Now you're going to have a bit of a smell. It didn't start off smelly, but once the second and third one batch went in, that's when the whole house started getting really smelly. Like I've got the windows open, but you can still smell it. So if you've got exhaust fans, ceiling fans, any fan, I would advise you to do that. I wouldn't advise anyone that has any respiratory issues do this. I wouldn't advise anyone with kids in the house to do it while there's kids in the house. It's So that's my disclaimer there. I don't know. Well, it doesn't say they're toxic. It does not seem to, well, I guess when they made these, they didn't expect crafters to take them and melt them the way we have. But it doesn't say on the packaging, so it only says not suitable for kids under 3. Alright. Now I'm showing this, there's a lot of videos out there on how to melt these pony beads and the perler beads, which I have some on order. But I haven't seen any, well, I haven't seen any, not that there aren't any there, but I haven't seen any physically being shown how they're done. So that's why I'm doing this video here now. Alright, that'll do. And I think I get about 100 beads on there. So I'm just going to put this to the side. And I'm going to grab the other ones out of the oven. They've been on now for 25 minutes. I'm just going to take them out and show you what they look like. Alright, that is what they're looking like there. So you see, this side here I've got the non-stick craft mat. And over there I've got the baking paper. Now you can see here, those two there have fused together because they were too close, and those two. A couple out of all these, I don't mind. Now, these can be lifted straight out. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Sorry about that. I'll just leave those sitting there while I put the others in the oven. So this tray here that I've just spread out, that's going in the oven. And I'll put those in for another, like they'll be going in for 25 minutes. Okay, so then I'll stop now until these cool down and come back and show you what I'm up to. So these are the pearlescent pony beads. Now, and where's the other ones? These here are, they're more bright, those colours. Still pony beads. So there's a lot of colours in there, but there's the difference between the two. Okay. And I'm trying to find the packaging of the pearlescent ones, but I can't. Now these are the brighter coloured ones that I did, and you'll see even in these are 2 batches, and you can see even in there's a difference in size. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with it. Alright, now you'll see the difference in how I take them off the baking paper as opposed to the non-stick craft mat. These ones here just slide off. Perfect they are. So that's what they've turned out like. Awesome. Aren't they? Love them. Love the colours of these ones. Sort of more pastel. There they are there. Aren't they just so beautiful? Now, these ones here, you have to physically scrape these off. See how the others just came off, but when I'm doing that with this one, it doesn't. So just get a scraper and just push them underneath so that they come off the mat. Okay. So there we go. Now for the Aussie ladies, Aussie crafters, Mandy and I bought these today, these pony beads at Riot Art at Katara here, but any Riot Art shop should carry them. And they were, I think they were about $13. These ones had, because they're different brands, these ones had, they were a pound, 1 pound weight in those. And the other ones, oh yeah, these were the perler beads, the pony beads, the pastel ones, 340 grams. So less beads in the the pearlescent ones than was in the brighter coloured ones. So there we go, they're done. So I've just got to wait again for the next lot. Now, I don't know whether it's because I should leave them in a bit longer or not as long. I think I need to leave them in a bit longer. But if you see there, in the centre, that would have been where the hole was. Okay, now they are in the pearlescent ones. But if you look at the brighter ones, let me get a softer toned one so you can see. You don't see any of those. The middle is totally covered over. It's a perfectly domed bead. So I'm thinking the timing of melting these as opposed to these is different, because I think these are a bit bigger. There they are in my hand. Okay. So the pearlescent beads are a bit bigger, so maybe I should leave them in for a bit longer. I think what I'll do is I'll leave these ones that I've just put in the oven, the pearlescent ones, in for 30 minutes, and I'll come back and show you how they fared. Okay, I'm just getting them out of the oven now. They've been in for 30 minutes, these ones. And they still have the centres very noticeably dotted, so I'm going to put those in for a bit longer, I think. Okay, now just going to pan over to show you the packaging of what I've got. So this is the packaging of the pearlescent pony beads. Okay, and this is the colouring of them. Really nice pastel colours. And then this is the packaging of the other pony beads. Okay, it just comes in a clear plastic bag, and that's the colour of those ones, so nice and bright. And there are a few pastel colours in there, but mainly brights. So 20 minutes in an oven, a fan-forced oven, on 200 degrees Celsius, and they are perfect. Now that are these bright beads. So there's something in these pearlescent ones, these ones, that is preventing them from melting nice and smooth on the top. So, where are we? Over here. Wrong way. They're that lilac one, the one on the right, as opposed to the one on the left, the green. Now, the lilac one is higher than the green one, but the green one is smoother than the lilac one. Just see the difference in the sizes. They were all melted in the same oven, like the same time, and yet the black and the red haven't melted down as much as the other colours. So, but then again, I thought, okay, primary colours, yeah, maybe, but no. See that blue there, it actually looks a lot darker in real life, is a lot bigger than the black. So it's melted down, spread out further in the same batch. Interesting. And the green's somewhere in between the two sizes. Okay, so look at these two now. The yellow one I left in the oven at the 200 degrees Celsius temperature for I think about 5 minutes less, and it's smaller and it's higher than the other one. So there's different variations depending on the time that you put it in the oven, like leave it in the oven. So I don't know if you can tell there at the difference in the height between the two and the diameter. So I'm loving that we can do different sizes of them. Back again, so these ones here were done, cooked and were melted at the 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Now, there's a 5-cent piece. The one on the right, the blue one on its own, was melted at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. The ones on the left, both the blue and the lilac, were melted at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Now, I've found that the blue and the black seem to take longer to melt than the other softer colours, and maybe even the reds. So you can see there is a difference between that darker blue and the lilac there, and yet they were in the same batch. So yeah, I'm actually going to melt the next lot of the brighter beads at 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes and see how I go and see if they're done, and I'll be back. So as you can see, even melted at 10 minutes, there's not much difference between the 10 and 15 minutes. So I'm going to try maybe 8 minutes next time and see how I go. You can tell, well, probably not. The height is very similar. So I guess if you want it flatter, you know, not as high, I would do the 15 minutes, but 10 minutes works fine. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 15 minutes works better for flatter. Okay, so yeah, 10 minutes, not too bad. More round, I would say, and popped up more. So I think it's personal preference. Yeah, I think just have a go. I do not like the pearlescent beads though. They all leave a dint, like a dimple in the centre. So I wouldn't even go there. I mean, I like the colours, the pearlescent, the pastels, but you know, I mean, they're all right like that, but they're not perfect. Hey, nothing is. So I'll use both. Okay, have fun melting, guys. Bye.